It's the Freestyle Universe radio show on EmberRadioLive.com.
Hello, 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 lovies. We're back. Welcome to another fun, fabulous episode of Freestyle Universe right here on Ember Radio Live. And I've got the very springtime loving freestyle freak of them all, my partner, the very funny, sexy, dirty girl, Swin.
Find that, yes, this is our extreme. I'm so excited about this episode. It's a special. We got the wonderful Chrissy Ives on today. It's all about Chrissy Ives, the lovely. You know, before I get into the show, though, you know I always like to share. So right now, well, after the show, I'm gonna be meeting up with my ex friend, if you know what I mean, my ex little man, and his new man, and of course I gotta come out decked out and everything, just in case that.
Yes, we see the bamboos, honey. We see them. We see the bamboos today, okay?
Just in case the new man is a skank and stuff, so I let him know, and so you better treat my old man good.
You just trying to pass the torch quick. Shut up.
I mean, is it just me, or do you all just? That's something that all people want to do, like kind of like let you see that, you know, I was all that, and you know, you just my replacement.
Look what you're missing. Yes, that's right.
No. I wish him the very best. You know, I have nothing but love for him, and I'm sure this new person is very wonderful. But I just want him to know that I was all that.
Oh, okay.
Well, moving on to Chrissy. Oh, I love me some Chrissy Ives. This has been an interview I've been dying to have for such a long time, and I've dedicated the whole show to Chrissy. And right now we're going to go into a track by her that was made for a Christmas compilation, Freestyle. But I think this song has that thing that you could kind of like put it for any kind of occasion, because it's called It's Your Holiday. So It's Your Holiday can be for anything, you know. And just like Madonna had Holiday and stuff, Chrissy Ives, It's Your Holiday. So here we go with Chrissy Ives, It's Your Holiday. that was It's Your Holiday by Chrissy I.E. Oh my.
Isn't it a holiday for you every day, Swins? You're always looking for a reason to celebrate.
Oh, yeah. That's when
Any day is a good day to give Swins a gift.
Oh, yes. Let's start a campaign. Give Swins a gift. Or if you're a man, give Swins the package.
Okie dokie.
You know, the holiday, the spirit of the holiday is infectious. Just like laughter. You know, that's one thing that we've always shared is laughter. You know, me, I'm a person, I can't.
Yes, I can laugh at you forever.
Oh, stop it. The scary part is I can laugh at me too.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
But you know, I've never been able to control that with the thing. You know, like I could be on the train by myself and I see something funny, I will be the first one to bust up in tears laughing. And it happens so many.
And you know when you bust up in tears, it's because you're evil. Because most of those laughters are after somebody busts their ass. I have seen you.
But you know what's funny about that? Laughter is infectious because when I start laughing, all those people who act like they didn't see nothing, the next thing you know, you have the whole train car of people laughing their asses off. It's happened to me so many times.
Because they got Pee Wee Herman over there talking smack.
Pee Wee Herman? Who's that? Oh my God, you better stop it right now. Anyways, this next track by our lovely guest of the evening, Chrissy I.E., came off of the East Side Story movie, which was a story, you know, the first freestyle movie. It took a while for that to come out, but it starred Mark Anthony, Karina, Edie Chacon. It had a lot of cameos with Sapphire, the Real Roxanne, India. So many people in freestyle were in this movie. If you haven't gotten it yet, make sure that you go on Amazon or wherever you buy your DVDs and get your copy right now. You'll see the wonderful Chrissy I.E. singing this next track, Hush Hush.
God's angels will come, my friend.
That last track was Chrissy East with Arlene Amiga. That was off of Freddie Lopez had a series of compilations, and that was one of the wonderful tracks that Arlene, being formerly of Leather and Lace and a friend of both Delicious and mine, spent a lot of time with Delicious, actually.
Yes, that's my sister from another mister.
Yes, and she's married to the wonderful Michael Dorick, the legendary photographer, well known in the breakdancing community and the hip-hop culture. Mm-hmm. You know, we went to their engagement party. I'll never forget it. Do you remember that with the strip poles?
Yes, yes, I know. We don't need to talk about that night.
I was just so tempted. I seen the big strip pole way up into the sky, and I had to get on it. And I just thought it was going to be amazing because I got up there so easy. But once I got up there, I was like, "Oh no!"
Ouch!
Yeah, they had all kind of paparazzi going on, taking pictures. So I wanted to look, of course, cute. So I'm trying to pose with my cheeks big like a chipmunk, like trying to breathe, like.
Looking like you was in pain and stuff.
Yeah, and my descent was not that graceful.
No, not at all.
But I'm working on it. But I've lost a lot of pounds since then. Not that I was ever very big or voluptuous, I like to say. You know. But I'm still very petite. And I've gotten even more petiter. Is that a word, petiter?
No.
It's a Swins word.
Yes, that's a Swins dictionary. Right? A word for the Swins dictionary for sure.
Well, you know, speaking of clubs and stripping and everything, do you know that there is like so many joints up and down my area here in Jackson Heights, Queens, that women, beautiful Latino women, get to dress up, look all good, smell good, hair done, in sexy dresses, drink for free all night, and they get paid to dance with men all night. With sexy macho men.
They have that here in Jersey too, honey.
They get paid per dance, and it's not stripping. It is just to dance with them.
Dance with the dudes, yep. On the floor, a merengue, bachata, whatever.
Give me my application now. I missed my calling. I was made for that job. Life is truly unfair.
I better start practicing how to walk in heels again.
I told my mother about it, and she agreed with me. And that's a scary thing. She agreed with me. You know, she knows me so well. But unfortunately, no soy la mujer.
I don't know. Sometimes you're more of a girl than I am.
But this is the lead into the next track. Here's Chrissy East with No Soy La Mujer.
soy una mujer.
No soy la mujer que hiciste sufrir. No me busques más, yo ya me olvidé de ti. No quiero vivir más junto a ti. No quiero ni flores, ni besos, ni abrazos. No te burlarás de mí. No quiero ser como las demás, que comparten su sombra y sus sueños y se entregan sin pensar.
I was addicted to your love. I feel it was all a waste of time. I put my love into what we had, and now all I do is sit and cry. I guess it wasn't meant to be. I know I gave you my devotion. Tell me what you gave to me. Can't you just let go? Oh, can't you see it? Can't you see? Can't you see that I'm still crying over you? Oh, can't you see it? Can't you see that I'll do just what I have to get over you? I'm gonna get over you. Don't you know how much I care inside? Are you too blind to realize? If I had only kept my guard held high, I would never feel so defeated. Why must you keep on pushing me? Don't have the strength to keep from crying. Why can't you let me be? Can't you just let go? Oh, can't you see it? Can't you see? Can't you see that I'm still crying over you? Oh, can't you see it? Can't you see that I'll do just what I have to get over you? I'm gonna get over you. Time will heal the broken heart, and I'm gonna take it over you. I don't need you. I don't need you no more, no more. I'm gonna get over you. You never see me sit and cry. You never see me sit and cry no more.
That was Chrissy Ice with Can't You See It? You know,
You always see it.
no, but you know what I see?
What?
And I discussed this before, but we're going to talk about this. And I'm not, you know me, I don't diss nobody. It's not a diss. I don't tell you what to do. Nothing. And it's just something that me and you need to talk about. I think that this is a discussion we need to have in America, because I think a certain style is played out. I think it's suspect. I don't like it. And I'll talk about the sagging pants, baby. and this is going just by from health purposes alone and stuff. A lot of men, they don't keep them drawers very clean. They got Tootsie Rolls and skid marks and everything like that. You don't need to be sagging your pants with dirty underwear and stuff, and then sitting on the subway seat or the bus seat or rubbing against the pole or anything else like that. That is just not hygienic. Or sitting in the restaurant seat I'm about to sit on, okay, and stuff. You know, we know, and I'm not trying to diss, but I know a thing or two about men, and they're not known all the time to be so hygienical down there.
What is the deal with that? I agree with you 100%. It looks so uncomfortable. You see how they walk like the penguins and stuff, and then they still try to pull them up, and it's like really low waist, and it's like, okay, why? There is absolutely nothing sexy about that.
But let me tell you something, and I mean what I saw somebody the other day, because you know I'm gonna look at the butt. I saw a guy going down the street, and I saw him in his gray underwear, and I saw a brown mark where the booty hole is. What is it?
Ew.
It was a brown skid mark on the outside
Ew.
part. You
That is
know.
disgusting.
Come on now. Is that
Ew.
cute?
Not at
Come
all.
on. Unless you're going to keep yourself very, very clean, you need to stop that. You know?
For real.
There got to be some kind of law against that. You know? And I'm not, hey, you want to stick your butt out and stuff, I'm all for it. I'll be there to catch it, okay? And stuff. But you know what? Keep it clean.
Word.
Gee whiz.
Please.
I mean,
It really is ugly.
you know, dumb, you know? Speaking of dumb. So,
Speaking of dumb, who we talking about? Let me
hold
stop.
up. Well, speaking of dumb, you know, I love my best friend Ray. He is always the one to get me so many
call
laughs.
Red dumb.
No, I'm not calling
Oh, I'm about to say, Ray!
No, he was just pointing out the other day, well, today actually, he pointed out the fact that, you know, certain people call out from work, you know,
Yes.
like they're very, very sick and they've on death's doorstep, and they come into work the other day with their hair did, their nails all done, mani-pedi, you know.
And I saw it. Yes, Ray, please school these freaks. Please stop. That had me dying. It happens at my job all the time.
You gotta come in like,
I'm like, real. The hoarse voice, you know, like I'm not feeling well. Today, I'm still on antibiotics.
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious.
Please catch me if I fall. You gotta fake it, baby.
I'm infected. Don't get near me. I'm contagious.
But if you come in like a breath of fresh air, looking all fabulous and stuff,
Take some days paid. I'm sorry, you wasn't sick.
we might get a little suspicious, huh? Oh my goodness. Anyways, back to the wonderful Chris Yair. This next track was done with a dear friend of ours at Freestyle Universe. Fabulous, wonderful Artie Rodriguez. Got a voice on him. He's a beautiful person inside and out. I love him so much. He's a producer. He's a vocal coach. He's an amazing person. He also shared the spotlight with her on the Freddie Lopez show there in the Bronx. Here is Chris Yair with Artie Rodriguez, Two Hearts.
Oye, mi mami, tú eres mi amor.
Yes, that was Christy I. East with Artie Rodriguez, Two Hearts. Delicious, my love. Let's talk delicious. I am so proud of you, baby. I know you've been doing your comedy thing for the longest time. You know, you've been out there in the comedy circuit hosting parties and whatnot and getting, giving a little jokes and everything like that. But for what I understand, you're getting into the writing now, baby. You better step it up.
I'm writing.
Tell us about that.
Oh my God, I'm really not supposed to talk about it. I'm working with a very popular writer and we're writing jokes, but I'm also going to be blogging. Oh my God. I don't know. They want me to be very, very delicious. You know, the one that doesn't have no hair on her tongue, apparently, on my fingers either when I'm typing it up. There's going to be a whole array of things going on. I've got stories to talk about, women my age going through the whole flatulence thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you don't want to fart around a guy, what to do so that he doesn't know you're farting. It's going to be a great story. Y'all going to have to listen to it.
Oh, how
tune in.
You're going to have to fill us all in on how we're going to follow all that and know all about that, right? You're going to let us know, right?
Yes, because I got the secret on how to fart without anybody knowing.
Well, we could, if you ever need me to come on and discuss with you a little something, honey, I have a whole big old topic, honey, about kitty cats. You know, because kitty cats are just evil, honey. They purr too much. They're just, all furry.
Too much.
But you know what always makes me really gag? Is that people think that I'm talking about a cat. Yeah. I think I just chalked up a hairball. Ew. Why would I talk about those disgusting things? I'm talking about the cootie cat. Mine's been known to throw a claw out there and stuff like that, and get all the motions. Anyways, I can't wait to find out your blog. And
I know, me too. Let's see how well I do with this. It's supposed to, be a big deal. We'll see what happens.
Well, I know that you are just going to be a success whatever you do, my love, because you just...
Yeah, okay, because everything I've done has made me so rich so far.
Oh, I know you're rolling in the dough.
Oh, yeah, rolling in the dough. Yeah, okay. Nice, honey.
All right.
One day. When you marry a rich man and you let him know that you have a sister who needs assistance, and he sends a check my way every month or something, we'll be all right.
I do believe in the hookup. Okay.
Yes.
And I keep it in the family. You know that. Yes. So if I get paid, you get paid. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
That's right. I'll leave no sister behind. That's all right.
There you go.
But, I just want everybody to know about a talent out there in freestyle. We'll probably have to have this guy on pretty soon. Latin Rosario has a album called My World. It's out. You can get it on CD. You go to www.rocksolidint.com. That is RHOQSOLIDENT.com. And you can get your copy of his wonderful album. Check it out. He's got a wonderful track called Never Be Forgotten on it. I wanted to give him a plug because I just bought my CD and I am loving what I'm hearing so far, and we're going to definitely have to have him on. But back to Chrissy I.E. Anyway, Freddie Lopez had a wonderful show in the Bronx called El Show de Freddie Lopez, which is also Freddie Lopez show.
When you speak the Spanglish.
Oh, stop it.
Talk to me in Spanglish some more, papi, please. Háblame en español, por favor.
What I tell the guys, házmelo, papi, házmelo.
I'm even blushing. Oh my God, guys. What's this very delicious blush? What's wrong here?
Anyway, so Freddie Lopez has been instrumental in keeping Chrissy I.E. out there. He's had that wonderful show. Right now, we're going to go into a track by Freddie Lopez, but with Chrissy I.E. in the background. Here is Freddie Lopez with I Keep On Trying.
I keep on.
inside your heart.
That was Chrissy IE, with her hot track, You and Me. And oh my God, it's finally You and Me, Chrissy. I can't believe it. It's a dream come
And me.
One big family.
Yes, welcome. Such an honor to finally have you on my show. This is a dream come true for me. You don't know how much it means to me. You really don't.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
know how
It's
much
my
it means.
pleasure. Oh.
I almost saw him hit the floor right now. Are you kidding? Thunk. If you hear a thunk, that's because Swin's fainted.
A thunk and then a clank from the bamboo earrings, right?
Oh, this is so cool.
Well, it's been a minute since we've heard Chrissy IE out here, with us in music land, and everybody's been wondering where you're at, and we're just so happy that you've got time to spend with us. We're hearing that you're back in the business now.
Yeah, after, I would say 15, maybe 16-year hiatus, I am returning back into the music industry. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's turn it back a little bit, back in time.
Okay.
I want to know, as a child coming up, were you always a singer? Was that something that was in you from an early age? And is that something maybe that's in your family?
Well, I think I hear a lot of stories of those who are, who love the music or just knew as they were a child that they loved music. I think we all kind of have that similar story, which is the mirror and the hairbrush, like always singing with the hairbrush with your microphone or entertaining for your family when you were little and stuff like that. I always knew that I loved music. I think I loved anything that had to do with the arts, personally, just to be creative in whatever, dancing, singing, fine arts, drawing, whatever. But I always knew that in my heart that I love to sing. But I never thought that it would be something that I would do as a career. It turned out okay for some time. But, I had my mountains before me that I confronted, and which I was challenged in a lot of ways. And maybe the success I thought that I wanted at one time so badly, because I was so driven by it, didn't really reach that peak. And it was okay, and it's okay with that. But because I didn't do it for the fame, I did it because I love to sing and I love to be around people and entertain them and, just bring joy in some sort of way.
Well, you have a phenomenal voice. I mean, I would consider you one of the greats. I mean, you're up there with, India and Brenda K. Starr and Lisa, all these wonderful people. And I just wanted to know, did you have any formal training, though? Because you really have a powerful voice.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because they all are amazing singers. I never really had vocal training. I did at some time, did take some vocal lessons, but not, I don't know how to read music like some people can. Like, they could see a chart and know what key they're in and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, touch this key. Okay, that's as high as I can go, but vocal training I never did have. And I never considered myself, to sound better than them. I kind of feel honored and blessed that you would say that, because they do have amazing voices. And I'm an artist, but I'm also, a groupie and a fan too. And I'm not ashamed to say that.
Well, how did you get your start in freestyle? I know Love Desire was blew up and everything, but how did you get your start in freestyle?
Well, I started out, we can go now way back. We're gonna go into the 70s. I used to always hang out with Jazzy J, Africa Bambaataa, that whole genre when they started Planet Rock, that movement. That's where I used to roll with them, and I used to do some backup singing with Donald D, and then from there you start knowing people, you start hanging out and doing little drops here and little drops there. But I would have to say my first group was with Amaretto. They were looking for a singer to do some, shows. They already had their music established and everything, but they wanted, to put they had a 3-girl group, but one of the girls had dropped out, so they were looking for a replacement. So I went for the audition, and I got the part, which was really just singing, papi, you know, and follow the clave, ay, papi, that type of thing. And I did some shows with them, but, you know, like all 3 girl groups and, you know, girl groups, you have all that, you know, who wants to do this, who wants to do that. And there was a lot of conflict there, and I didn't want to be known for that. So I kind of like, you know, stepped down because all I wanted to do was just sing. Let's not fight, guys. You know, let's just sing. And so I dropped out, but because of the management company they were already with, which was David Maldonado, he was able to, I branched off, and that's when I went solo, and I came out with Chrissy Ais, and I started working with Frankie Cutlass, who produced, and he was with Ann Moore at the time, and he produced the song, and we all co-wrote it, and then that's when Love Desire was birthed.
Well, I gotta say, the cover to Love Desire is one of the most well-known covers in freestyle, and you look so gorgeous on that thing. I mean, you really are one of the freestyle beauties of all time. I don't know if you realize that or not, but I mean, I have it on my wall. I have it. I think you look so beautiful, and really you had that. I would say that you were one of those girls that really captured an image in freestyle, like a sex symbol, like a glamour girl, you know?
Oh my God.
Well, that's what you were to me, girl.
Oh, thank you. You know, it was really cold the day that we did that cover. We did it someplace in Soho in an alley. It was like really dark, and they just put up these lights and everything, and it was freezing out there. So the back cover where I'm just looking down, I was just thinking of another pose to do, and the photographer, who happened to be Ricardo Betancourt, he took the shot, and he said, let's keep it for the back cover because it was more of a natural shot. And I was like, okay, but I don't like the way the pants look on me. They look like, you know, like they're droopy or whatever. But anyway, it worked. And yeah, thanks for saying all those beautiful things. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to receive. Sometimes you don't know how to receive when people want to say nice things to you. You're like, oh God, what do I say? It's like if you could see me now, my face is red.
Well, no, you really were. And then the cover for Take Your Love and Go. I mean, I think you really did it up, and there was a lot of great shots in that.
Yeah, that's what you know, having your stylist, that they take you and they start, you know, you're just a doll to them, and then they just put anything they want on you and fix you all up the way they think you should look. But I'm nothing. When you meet me in person, I am nothing like the way I am in those covers, or what I portray to be in the covers. I'm more shy, timid, you know, I don't know. I'm just not like that, like all out there like that.
I think that you kind of got that thing in common with Delicious. I try to build her up as this big sex symbol and everything like that. She's supposed to be a big goofball.
I am a big goofball.
So am I.
I'd rather be a goofball than a sex symbol, please.
Me too.
Yes. Go ahead, girl. Own it. Be shy. Shoot.
Unfortunately, I am everything that I appear to be. And more. But my dear, how did you adjust to success once Love Desire became such a huge hit?
Well, for me, I never thought of it as a huge hit because I always had complications getting it on the radio. I think Love Desire was really known and reached its success through underground and clubs. It really did. As far as New York City, because radio never really played my song unless it was a DJ and he put the song in the mix. I always had, like I said, those mountains where you face and it's like you can't get over them. That's what happened always with radio. I don't know why. I never knew, you know, I always faced those challenges, but it got heard because of the clubs and just the people that purchased it and heard it in the clubs or heard it in the night mixes, and then they played it on the radio and word got out, and it just kept going. Now, other places, Florida, California, Puerto Rico, and they did play it on the radio, but New York, where I really wanted to, because this is where I'm from, I represent the Bronx, you know, I represent New York,
mm-hmm.
and it never did, you know. I always struggled with getting any of my songs on the radio, so much of my success I owe it to DJs that played it and those that were in the clubs and heard it, and they picked it up and they told their friends and their friends told their friends and word got out that way. So I'm so thankful for that.
Well, everybody I know knows who you are, darling. And, I just was curious, and as far as freestyle, who are some of the people that you admire as far as in the business, some of the artists and whatnot?
I admire Judy a lot. She's a good friend of mine, and I've seen her, even just in passing, when she used to be a teacher in St. Dominic's, I would see her, and she, she just keeps it real. One of the things I like about people is just always remain to be yourself. Don't get caught up in that, in all the facades of the lights and the glamour and all of those things. Just be authentic, be yourself, and because that's how I am. I can't try to portray to be anybody that I'm not. That's why I'm goofy. I'm shy. I can be, or I love to laugh and all of those things. And those are the things I look for. Just people to be authentic, And she happens to be one of those people that are very like that. Lisa was another one that when we first met, we clicked. We laughed a lot. We were goofy, and I don't know, that personality to me makes me feel comfortable where I don't feel like I have to try to be somebody that I'm not. I was always people always saw me, and when they didn't know me, a lot of people would have the wrong impression about me because I was so, I wouldn't say insecure or like I just would walk into a place and I would look at the room, and sometimes I used to just be withdrawn, but not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to make friends and I wanted to be out there, but I was afraid how people were going to say, oh, well, she looks like this, but she's like that, So everyone used to say, oh, we thought you were conceited and you were this and you were that. Meanwhile, you're so cool. I'm like, yeah, that's just the way I am. It's just that when I enter the room, I scanned the room, and if I saw that you were like, hey, let's go, so then I'll be like, oh, okay, that's my personality. I'm going over there. But if you were like really like stiff, and I was like, okay, I can't be around that. I'll stick over here.
You're my soul sister, right?
Yeah, because that's the way I think that's how we should be. Not just don't be a copy or don't try to copy somebody else, or don't try to be a sample of somebody else. Just be authentic and be who you are. And I think sometimes people are afraid to be that because they'll feel that they won't be accepted or they'll be categorized as something else. I don't care, I want to be myself always. And now as the years went by, I'm learning that I can be that. And I'm not afraid to say it and to speak it out, because I've just been through way too much to continue to wear too many different outfits that don't even fit me,
Well, honey, I've always had a thing for stiff myself. I can't say, I would go straight towards stiff. But anyway, back to you. Now, when all that great music was coming out, and You Should Know By Now was coming out, now were there unreleased tracks that we didn't get to hear that maybe will someday come out the vault? Were there supposed to be a full-length album at that time?
When I did You Should Know By Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, You Should Know By Now came out after Love Desire, because at that time,
yes.
Mark Anthony as well, me and Mark were signed to the same label, Blue Dog Records, and that's when he came out with his first 12-inch called He's a Rebel. And we were always, working in the same studio together and stuff like that. So he wrote You Should Know By Now for me, which then got produced by Little Louis Vega. Then India, George Lamont, and Mark, they did the background vocals on that. After that was released, then I went on to do Salsa, because then he got picked up by RMM, which David Maldonado Management, merged with Ralph Mercado Management, who, that he does all those salsa events in Madison Square Garden. And so the three of us, India, Mark, and myself, we branched out to go into the salsa genre. And that's when we got put with different producers, and I did a salsa album, which was the hardest thing for me because, we're used to singing in a different tempo when we do freestyle, but when you're doing salsa, you got to be on clave, so you got to be on a 3/4 or 4/3. So that was really hard, but I learned something new, and it was challenging for me, and I got to sing with Tony Vega, who happens to be a great salsero and known, for the music that he does, and we did a duet together. And then I did Sangre Nueva, which is the song that really hit. But then, as all things, I hit that mountain again, and I was like, okay. And that's when I began to start getting really discouraged, because I was like, what is going on that I can't, get the radio, reach that place where I want to. And that's when I went back into dance music again, and I left the salsa genre because Mark and India took off, but for some reason I wasn't properly promoted, I guess, or really, taken to that other level where I needed to be, because I think it's really all your promotion and the people that back you up and push, push you forward,
Well, I got that album and I loved it. And Sangre Never, see, I'm getting tongue twisted because my fan. But that was, yes, that was my one, that was my track, baby.
Yeah, I love that too.
Now, I want to just go real quick because you mentioned Mark Anthony and stuff. So, you were in that movie East Side Story with Mark was in with Edie Chacon and Karina, and you did an appearance and you did that wonderful song Hush Hush. Tell me about that. How did you get involved with that, and why that track was never released?
I know. I don't know why it was never released, but during that time, of course, because David Maldonado was involved in the movie and the productions and whatnot. So a lot of the artists, because Sapphire did a cameo, also India did the cameo, Mark played lead and Karina played lead, Edie Chacon was there, Danny Rivera. There was a lot of people. Sometimes I always think that certain movies or certain things are not released during the time they should be. Maybe it was just that it was for another time, but it did get released and nothing was made of it. I recorded 2 songs actually on that album. For the movie, I did Hush Hush, and there was another one during the beach scene, but I can't even remember the song. Somebody sent me a clip of it the other day, but I can't remember what the title was because it was so long ago. We're talking about back in 88 when that movie was filmed. But they never did release an album. There were a lot of great songs on that album, but the soundtrack, but nothing was ever released.
Well, you know what? We're gonna cut it right here, but we're gonna come right back to you. We're gonna go into your classic Love Desire, and we're gonna be right back with Chrissy Aiz. Here's Love Desire. That, of course, was the classic Love Desire. Oh my God, that is something that everybody always gets hyped to. You put that on and everybody goes nuts. It is the classic freestyle song of life. Am I gassing you up, honey? I really mean that.
My feet are still grounded.
Well,
Thank you.
you know, I know for a fact that at one point you came out with a digital download album, Christy East, aka Tina Penna, that was not freestyle at all. Was that purposely done? That you didn't want to include any freestyle tracks in that release?
Well, when I did that, this was after Take Your Love and Go. This is when I pretty much left. I kind of like took a break from the industry doing freestyle music, and that, like I said before, because of the fact that nothing was really, I wasn't moving anywhere. Radio was giving me a hard time. I wasn't on radio. I wasn't, I just felt like something is happening. Maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. I start questioning, reaching that crossroads where it's like, well, maybe I should just move on to something else or go try another genre of music like I did before with the salsa. And so I started working with, I did some, in between that time, I just kind of like set myself to do some cameo appearances on other artists like Flex that does Boricua Posse. He did a song called La Rumba because he went on his own, and I did a cameo on one of his songs called La Rumba. And also then I started working with Ruben Martinez, who at the time had his production company called Nene Music, who right now I'm working with again. He said, why don't we collaborate and let's work together, let's record some music and you do some writing. We'll go into the studio and we'll produce this together. And so we decided to start working on some songs. But I didn't want to go back out as Chrissy Ais because I kind of like felt like Chrissy Ais had, I don't know, like a dark cloud over her, like it's something, I don't know what was wrong. Maybe I wanted to reinvent myself and come out as somebody else. Well, since I was young, they always called me Tina. My family always called me Tina. That's like the nickname. So I said, well, let's go out as Tina Peño. And he added later on, also known as Chrissy Ais. And we recorded some songs. But it was during the making of that particular album that I just started, like, totally, like, when we finished it, that I just felt like I didn't want to do that anymore. I still was at that crossroads questioning, what did I want my life to be? What did I want to do? I wanted to settle down. I felt like I was getting to that age already where I wanted to just experience to be a wife and find a husband and have a family, and that's when I met my husband during that time, and this is back now, we're going in 99. And then I just had a moment where I felt like, something else was missing in my life, and that was, that's when faith played a big part in my life, and I knew that if I got married or I was going to be, find a family, have my husband and settle down, I wanted to not be a statistic of divorce as well, because we both came from broken homes, and I really wanted to, fight for our marriage, and just have faith in there. Faith had to be an important part of my life. So that's when I went and I started going to church, and I surrendered my life to Christ. And that point, I kind of like walked away from the music industry, and I started singing in the choir in my church and doing productions there. Arlene, actually, from Leather and Lace, and Frankie Cutlass were ones that were very instrumental in inviting me to constantly there, because I just felt like, man, I'm doing everything and nothing's not right. What am I doing? I'm ready to sell my soul, to be in the music industry. And I was saying, but what am I doing if nothing is really happening? And so I began to question, and when you're in those moments where nobody's around you and you're home alone in your room and there's nobody else around, you start questioning, what is my purpose in this world? What am I here for? Am I here to keep struggling and try to, do something that maybe I'm not meant to do? And that's why I start questioning, and I start talking to God, and I just began to talk to God, and I just felt like I just needed to I felt a tugging in me and a peace in my heart to know that this is the direction I really wanted to go. And I started asking, okay, well, I want to get married. I want this, and I'm praying and doing all the things that, people say to do. And I did, because I was involved in a lot of other things, and I went through a lot of different other avenues of stuff, and I didn't find no peace in anything else, but then I did find it there. And that's when, I got married, and I have a family, and I got 2 boys. My husband's previous marriage, I raised 2 awesome boys, and then I started doing productions in my church, singing on albums that they have there.
Well, you know what I say, honey? Sing your heart out, whether it be in the gospel, doing the Jesus thing, because, I'm not a little religious and stuff. If I go in your church, it might blow down.
You're as religious as you are technological.
Well, I can say this. I'm very holy.
We know.
And you are loved.
Oh, well, yes. Say a little
Always
prayer.
remember that. You are loved.
Say a little prayer for me. I need it.
Always.
No, honey, you
always.
need a big prayer.
We all do. I still do
The
too.
tabernacle of prayer. Okay?
Well, for all the religious people, I do say this, because I know there's some people who think, Swinge is so far removed from that. But you know what I understand? I do understand this. They say he said the word to the whores and the bums and all that. And, I definitely run around there.
Please
Simple.
don't do this. Stop quoting. Okay?
So I know that he would have been praying for me.
That's why I say you are loved. He loves
so
everybody.
much.
You are loved.
Well, you are loved, my dear. And like I said, whether you just decide to sing gospel, country, whatever, you got a gift. And it is something that you need to be sharing with the world. And that is going to go right into my next question. Are we going to be hearing new Chrissy IE?
Yes, you are. That's my hope. That's my hope that we can. That I decided to come back into the industry, to the music industry, after really sitting down and thinking and going through a lot of the things that I've gone through. I'm a cancer survivor as well. Last year I experienced a whole year of, I was diagnosed with lymphoma, and yeah, it was a really, really tough year. I had 2 tumors in my lungs, but I didn't lose. Like I said, I really needed to hang on to my faith, and I believed that I was going to be okay. A lot of people prayed for me and whatnot, and one of the things that really kept me going is constantly singing songs of hope, singing songs that brought joy in my life, that I knew I was going to hang on to. Music, that's why music is very healing. I also began to do art. I'm an artist now. Don't ask me. I used to draw, what do they call them, like 6 figures? Like a little head with a little body, and that's all I draw now. I don't know where it came from, but this gift came. I draw I have my own website as well that I have my art, and I've done exhibits at the same time too. But I said, I want to go back to what I love to do, which is to sing, and I feel really good. I was first challenged saying, man, am I going to be able to like really hold my breath that long because of my lungs and what they went through? But I feel like I'm starting to, back to exercising and working out and building back my, my resistance to do those things that I can do, and I decided to do it. I prayed about it, and I feel like it's my time to come back, and now I want to record songs. I want the message to be of, songs of hope and love and just all of those things. So I've gotten a couple of offers from people that have asked me that, to record again, and I'm just being very careful now as to which direction I want to go, and what I want to do, but it will be dance music. It definitely will be dance music.
Oh my God, you gave me a chill. You gave me chills. I really feel like a little.
The only thing I feel really weird, because I have, like, my husband laughs because he tells me, Chris, you're coming back out. My first show is June 27th. So far, that's the show that's booked in Chicago. That'll be my debut show to come back out. But my hair's like, I lost all my hair during, during my chemo. So I was like completely bald, like no eyebrows, no eyelashes. Meanwhile, my hair was always really long, and to lose my hair, I think that to me was just like that moment where it was like, whoa, this is real. And so now it's growing back. So it's kind of like pixie, and so I miss my long hair. So I'm like, oh, grow fast, hair, grow fast. I mean, people tell me wear wigs, but I can't wear those things. Those things are too hot. I'm liable to be on stage singing Love Desire. Say, ay, qué calor, quítame esta peluca, and just throw my wig on the floor or something. Because I would do something like that, really.
I want to explain to you why I'm choking up a bit, because your story's touching me in a few ways, and I know that, you shared something with me, and it's something that's kind of close to my life. I recently experienced a few things in my own family with Alzheimer's, and I know that you're going through a little struggle in your family with that as well. And you give me permission that we could talk about this, so I wanted you to tell us a little bit about, what's going on.
Sure. Last year, during the time that I was going through my own chemo and that I started taking care of my mom too. We live in the same house, but she has like her own apartment downstairs, and she suffered a stroke in 2008, which throughout the years she started developing Alzheimer's. She was like maybe last year in stage 2. Today she's already in like stage 6. So during that time of me going through my own chemo and my own challenges of, the after effects of after treatment, to have to take care of her. And then now this year, as she gets worse, I'm better now because I'm in remission. But now I continue to take care of her, and she's slowly declining, and she's in stage 6 now. Where sometimes when my hair's short, she says, "You're such a cute little boy," and I'm like, "Mom, I'm a girl." So these are the little things that you experience. But all in all, I have to honor her because she's my mom, and it's difficult to see someone you love, just this disease of Alzheimer's. Really, I never knew anybody that had it, aside from like people that would say, "Oh yeah, I have my parents suffered from it," or whatever. But I never really hands-on experienced that until dealing with my mom now. And then she took a fall and broke her hip, so she had to go to the nursing home. And then I was around many people that had that disease, and it's so sad because they don't, they come to a point where they don't recognize you anymore. My mom still, sometimes she has those pockets where she does see me and she recognizes me, and then there's those times where she doesn't. So every moment that I have with her, I try to take pictures and capture each moment and create those memories, because there's going to come a time where, then she's not going to be there anymore. My mom will be there, that I could see her physically, but, she's not there. She won't be there anymore. So, but, for now, I just honor her and I take care of her, and I count every day as a blessing. Like right now, I'm doing the interview and she's there watching Dancing with the Stars. or The Voice. I don't know which one of those two I have there for her, but yeah. So, those moments like that, sometimes you think, oh, always the young people, you see your mom now, and you're always like, oh, my mom, she's such a pain growing up, but now it's like you're taking care of her. She took care of you and changed your diapers. Now it becomes the opposite, because they even lose all of those abilities that they knew how to do before. They start losing those things, and now you become her caretaker, and that's what I am now for her.
I do appreciate you sharing that with us. It's hit home in my own family, and it's been very difficult for me. I'm not one to be emotional. I'm a fighter, and I choose to get angry instead. But I do understand what you're going through, and for you to still be out there and giving it and sharing with us music and sharing your story, it is something I just think it's quite amazing. You don't know, a newfound respect for you. Even though I always loved you anyways, and so I just have so much more love for you, if that's even possible. But real quick, I just want to know how people could follow you, everything that you're doing, social media wise, Twitter. Let's share all that information so the fans can really, because they're going to be all over me trying to find out what you're doing.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna find. Okay. Well, my official website is www.chrissyais, all one word, no dashes on the I dash. It's just chrissyais.com. That's the official website. On Facebook, I am under Chrissy Ais also. I don't know how to with Facebook, it's like they add all these numbers after your name. So I guess you have to just find the page that says Chrissy Ais. Twitter, I'm at Chrissy Ais also. And I'm Fine Art America. If you want to see my art also, I'm on Fine Art America I believe it's Chrissy Pena Art. They can Google, they could also, makes it a lot easier to go to Google and just write Chrissy Pena Art, A-R-T, and right there they'll be able to see all the images and see all the websites that I am affiliated with.
Excellent. Well, you know what? I also want to give this little shout out to you for your track with Christopher Williams. I've heard it. Yes, you want to talk about
that happened, and I never even knew it was released until the other day that I was looking and I saw that it was added in one of the latest albums that he did, and I was like, wow, because and they added me as Christine. They didn't even give me the right credit and put my name on it. I was like, dang. So treat me like a stepchild, okay, will you?
Chrissy, I love you, adore you. Let me tell you, one of the highlights in my life with you was in 2000. There's a big freestyle concert at Club Exit, and you performed there. And I had the fortunate opportunity to see you perform live in person. It was a highlight of my life. I do hope to see you very soon, and we'll take pictures and everything like that. You know, I love and adore you. I thank you for taking your time out and being on our show. You have made a dream of mine come true.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, on your show. It's such a privilege and an honor for me to do this, and I thank you so much for always being so supportive and saying such beautiful things. All the beautiful things that you've said to me today, I take them and I keep them close to my heart, and I thank you so much that you could literally see me and say all those beautiful things about me. And sometimes, like I said, I don't know how to receive, like compliments and all those beautiful things.
Girl, you better own those compliments.
No.
You worked for them. But you're not getting away that easy because we haven't heard you sing yet.
Oh, that's how I was supposed to do the song.
No.
Right?
What we're going to do is, because we share a little something about when my love affair with freestyle started. Okay. And before you go, we're going to take it out with a little acapella from you, from a freestyle song that maybe gives you a great memory. And the fans would love to hear it. And so would I. I'm just saying.
Okay, so that would be Sapphire's Boy I've Been Told.
Oh, nice choice. Go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Chrissy Ais singing. What is it called on the freestyle pages now, Swins? The freestyle sing-along?
Yes, the sing-along.
There we go. Chrissy Ais doing a freestyle sing-along of Sapphire, Boy I've Been Told.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not going to sing it like her.
Don't worry about it. You sing it your way. Any way you want to do it.
Okay. Looking in your eyes, I see a memory of how we used to be. Before our world came crumbling down, I tried. I did nothing else but try to keep our love alive. Oh, how I love you so. And you just made me cry. Did you deceive me? Did you do me wrong? Boy, I can't take it anymore. I feel so helpless, not knowing what to do. Do I keep on crying or do I leave? Leaving is the thing to do. Oh.
Woo! Love it. Woo!
I'm biting my nails.
Yes. That is what's up. You heard it right here on Freestyle Universe. Lovies. Thank you, Chrissy Ais, for joining us tonight. You are the best. God bless you and your family.
Thank you, honey. God bless you too, sweetheart.
And here we go right now with Chrissy Ais. You should know by now. once again, that was Chrissy Ice with You Should Know By Now. Oh my God, I'm
like
over
a whole show of all her. She's got all this fabulous music. You know,
I'm speechless.
For
I'm
real.
speechless. After that,
Amazing interview.
how do you follow?
And that song. Oh my God. Goosebumps, honey.
You know what? I think she's really inspired a lot of people tonight. I didn't even have to say that much. She just took it away. She opened up her heart. It meant everything. And I think this is going to go down as one of our best interviews of season 5 for sure, and of all 5 seasons actually. Chrissy, you did it for me.
For me too. Thank you.
Yes, really, really a great interview. I didn't even get to talk about her being on the Freddie Lopez show, but she's promised that she'll come on again. So, we might have to have another thing with Chrissy Ice. She's a beautiful person who's overcome a lot. For her to come on and inspire us today and stuff. I mean, I don't, I'm a naughty boy and I don't know what to say right now. I gotta say.
What you need to say is introduce the next track.
All right, here we go with the wonderful Chrissy Ice. Again with our friend Artie Rodriguez. Here is Secret Lover.
Sometimes I feel I can't contain myself when I see you.
I can't believe the way I feel, and yet I know that this is so wrong.
When he holds me in his arms, I have to look the other way.
I try desperately to fight what I know I cannot hide. Can't believe the way I feel, yet I know that this is wrong, but yet it feels so right. When I look into her eyes, I try desperately to find what I cannot hide. I cannot contain myself when I see you. Oh, pretending we're just friends, but when we're alone, the world is our own.
Secret lovers, baby, but we can't go on this way. We both know it's wrong and it's a dangerous game we play. Secret feelings that we try to hide so well. Secret lovers, baby, but we both have someone else. Secret lovers.
Once again, Chrissy Ice and Artie Rodriguez. Secret Lover.
Chrissy Ice. Just keep saying her name.
Yes, baby. She doesn't even know it, the legend that she is.
She's not a legend because she's still around, but she's definitely got some serious talent and somebody you're never going to forget.
Oh, yes. And, let's just talk about Secret Lovers.
Twins got 1 million of them.
No one. I don't believe in secret lovers. I may have a lot of secret booty calls, because And it's
What's
not
the
my,
difference?
it's not my secret, it's their secret. You know, hey, what you don't tell your significant whatever and stuff has nothing to do with me and stuff like that, you know. That's not my thing. Oh, am I telling on myself? Let me be quiet.
Always. Always telling on yourself.
Why I gotta be the bad one? And so, you know what? But
Why?
when we come to that secret thing and stuff, you shouldn't be mad at me. It's your person who's running around on you and stuff that you need to be mad at. And so when why people get mad at the other person who's not involved in the situation, well, maybe involved a little bit, and stuff is beyond me. But anyway,
Are you gonna keep the next song a secret?
No, we're wrapping it up. That was it, baby.
Okay.
It has been another wonderful evening. This has been my dream show come true. You know, season 5 is not over yet, but we have a lot.
We've been talking about having her on the show for many years. It's incredible.
And she chose to do this with us and spend so much time
I
with
think
us.
we need to take a drive to Chicago in June. I'm just saying. I think we can try.
But she's a New Yorker like me, baby. She's not from Dirty Jersey.
Who's from Dirty Jersey?
Well,
Ew.
you're in. Well, you're in
I'm in Jersey, but I'm not a Jersey girl, right?
Yeah, you are
Don't get it twisted.
You are
honey.
a Brooklyn girl, baby.
I will cut you. Shit, don't gonna let me get my shank. Hold up. I'll be right back.
Now let's take these bamboo earrings off.
No, honey. Let me get the Vaseline.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another wonderful episode of the Freestyle Universe radio show right here on EmberRadioLive.com. I want to thank my beautiful partner, the wonderful, sexy, devastating, delicious Eliza, and our wonderful producer, Pablo, who always makes us sound so wonderful. You tune into his show on Fridays and stuff, and I'm out of here. Yeah, Delicious, you take it away, my love.
Hey, nothing else left for me to say. Don't forget to tune in next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Ember Radio Live. I'm Delicious Eliza. You just heard another episode of Freestyle Universe at EmberRadioLive.com. Bye-bye, lovies.